Welcome back, everyone. The two final matches of today's Group A of the Overwatch Legend Series are up ahead. And right now we'll have an elimination match between Wizards Club and Tier 3. Interestingly enough, we had a very intense matchup with Mix versus Tier 3, with actually us expecting that Mix will do fine, but Tier 3 prevailed. And Legion Tower, I have to admit, was very much doable for Mix. They could have taken it 2-0. But it turned out like this, so we are getting into the decider with Tier 3 instead against the Spaniards. So, the map veto is already nearing its end. We'll see Hollywood for the first time today, and there's Watchpoint Gibraltar also in the cards. Nice.
Yeah, something different. And Hollywood offers a lot of opportunities and different hero picks. Also, the playstyle is quite interesting, how the teams will execute it. They just hold it in the hotel, or how... I mean, Sombra is also nice, again. Yeah, let's see what they are trying to do. You could also play Far Mercy or Widow, that flying headshot at the beginning. Or
Yeah,
Torbjorn.
the main Sombra player, though, is out of the competition already, but we did see Tier 3 picking up that Sombra, so that also is an option, always. And Vanara, wondering if he's also going to go for that Zarya again. Overall, but on both Hollywood and Watchpoint Gibraltar, you have a lot of, like, huge spaces where you can definitely go for the Widowmaker, you can definitely go for the Far Mercy again, so we might be seeing a lot of that. And also, there's Lijiang Tower, so Far Mercy probably are going to be picked in both in all of the maps in this series. At least that's what I think.
Yeah, Tier 3 had a very good Pharrell player, so I think they will also use him to win matches.
Yeah, Nike and Tukes, that's pretty good comp that they're going for right there. And yeah, overall in the current competitive season, Nike has not really played too much because he's played 11 minutes. Interestingly enough, but he played Soldier and Pharah, and for the healer for Tukes is mostly Zenyatta, just a tiny bit of that Mercy and Ana in the mix, in the competitive, of course.
Yeah, maybe Nuke, I'm not able to pronounce the name, damn it, has a Smurf account.
Yeah, I'm not
He's
too
not
sure
playing.
I'm reading it as Nike, but it could be niche just as well, or
Like,
something along the lines of that.
yeah.
I don't know. There are 2 Danes, a Norwegian, a British man, a Frenchman, and a Latvian. So that's a lot of different nationalities, a lot of different languages, and of course a lot of different pronunciations out there in the names of that team.
They're close to be ready. Okay, Badger is ready. They're entering the game.
Both teams readying up, and we'll be seeing Hollywood for the first time. Finally, one of pretty popular maps to most of the teams in Overwatch. A map that is very often seen in a lot of these competitive matches. So let's see how this one's going to go down. Of course, we're going to get to see the Winstons, but Reinhardt also isn't such a bad pick in here. So there is a possibility to swap over.
Or is that Torbjorn?
Why not? And a Hanzo. And a Bastion that right now the Wizards have.
I would love to see that. Going on the high ground, shooting down. But yeah, you see Sombra.
The changes made to the Bastion should probably make a little bit of a difference, but on the tier lists, he's still put right at the very bottom out there as a pretty much useless hero, unfortunately.
Still gets picked every now and then. But
Yeah,
not in
yeah, that's the
tournaments.
thing. And even before the buffs, quote unquote, he was actually being picked sometimes, like very rarely, but it was not like an impossible thing to see him.
Okay, we see the hands up. Sora. Maybe.
Nah, just a sonic arrow. Oh.
Okay. You're still a nice tool to use.
They know that nobody's going to be waiting around the corner out there.
Yeah.
It's not going to be any kind of May or Roadhog to just smash them down as soon as they enter. And Patcher actually eliminating Veteran very quickly, and it's unlikely and unusual for Veteran to make such a move, to just jump in and die without any support from his team. So I'm surprised. That's a very inefficient first push from the red team, especially, yeah, they got that sonic arrow, they knew that nobody's up close, they knew roughly where to expect the enemies, they're jumping in and just dying one after another.
Vinandra also changed to Zarya.
Okay.
So, some are working on the Zenyatta, not getting him, but they know that they're coming from behind. You know?
Well, let's see, Sora already very close to getting the pulse bomb. And on the other side, he's able to secure the elimination on Numi. Numi on that
EMP.
soldier has been a hit or miss.
It's going to be huge. Then, okay. Actually, there are no kills.
Yeah, the EMP, and right after the Sombra dies, Sora tosses in the pulse bomb, and there are finally the kills for the attacking team. Banana is getting smashed against the wall by the Winston, but is still alive somehow for a second longer, but a health pack was not there, so he's not able to live any longer. And once again, the attack is shot down. That's the second one already, and yeah, they might not be feeling as confident anymore. If they fail one more attack, it's already gonna be just one last try.
That would be devastating. Not getting the first point, but most of the time teams get it in overtime.
Yeah, that's
at
true.
last. Somehow. That's how the human body works.
Well, this team fight one-man advantage in favor of the defending team once again, but finally the kills are coming through for Wizards. So there they go. The self-destruct in the inside of the Winston's shield.
A bit unfortunate. We have the Wiser from Numi. Is he able to clear them? No. He gets lasered by
Well,
the Winston.
they're not able to take the point though. Finally though, I think that this Dragon Blade's gonna be enough to clear it out. Kevstar though, he has a pulse bomb. Tukes from above is helping him out as the Sombra, and he cuts off all the ways of escape for Veteran. And that's gonna be another victorious team fight. They didn't even get a single tick at that point.
Oh my god. And
And
now
Sora-
the last
Like-
engagement is coming in.
Kevstar has not managed to bring him down. And still manages to get away from there, so I guess that's a little bit of credit for that. 40 seconds remaining, one last fight, and they don't have really... Yeah, they will have the Graviton Surge only, pretty much.
Yeah, maybe there's an opportunity to get out. Ooh, there's a pick. That's nice. Maybe Sora is able to get Pulse Bomb. He's close to it. That could be a team wipe.
Positioning is also not so bad for the attacking team right now. But they're losing Woolridge. That's a very important pick right there. But Veteran over to the McCree. Oh, just one kill at the end of the day. And it is going to be the attacking team wiped out again. Is there going to be anybody to trigger the overtime? Woolridge is trying to jump in. No. No, that's
wow.
it. Not even the first point taken by the Withers. And yeah, just taking a look at the stats, like doing a little bit of research into the teams. Tier 3 was indeed supposed to be the number 2 team in this group, just solely based on the rankings, but I did not expect it to look so drastically good right here on Hollywood. Like, come on, just a single tick of that point to win.
Yeah, that was quite interesting. Let's see if Tier 3 is able to make it on the first push. or at least get over that 1/3 of the point. We might also see a draw. Who knows?
I don't know. It would be real tough to not pull that off, but well, just maybe. Just maybe Knight and Toos apparently are going for the pharmacy. Maybe that they're going for 3 DPS, that for sure.
Yeah,
So
I think
no,
it's a good idea to put out a
no
lot of
sorry,
damage.
like from Vinana, but it's the same on the other side. It's also 3 DPS.
Yeah, and I might expect Far Mercy. But it's also nice to have you always like deal damage, but most of the time not finish off the targets as Farah. And if you have the DPS on the targets, it's working quite well afterwards.
Okay, so we'll find out real shortly. 5 seconds to let the attackers out. Tier 3. For me right now, they're looking real dangerous, and
Ooh, they're hiding right side. Jump on them.
Okay. Yeah, that's it. That's really interesting. That's one of the things that you normally don't necessarily see. Badger is also going to get the Discord Orb. He's going to be a very dead Winston in just a moment. But actually, there is no health back, and he's still alive. Nobody chases him. Oh, there we go. Woolridge and Veteran are cleaning everything up. So, yeah, the first attack is also not going to work out for Tier 3.
Oh, Kevster is getting staggered a lot. Should just get killed. Oh my god.
That was close to getting away. Had he just gotten around that corner, there was a possibility for him to fight a health back and just come in from behind later. And they wouldn't be able to focus on the back entrance because then the rest of them just assault them from the front.
Now Kevster is also at the team and they're able to engage.
Woolridge already down to below half HP, but now he's been healed up. Shabada's really low. Veteran's gonna get killed. Woolridge once again loses half HP.
Oh my god!
By Kevster with a huge pulse bomb, and is just trying to clean up the mess, but it doesn't have it. Yes, this is it. This is not the first match. And we had some 25-minute matchups. We had some amazingly intense battles, but this surely was not one of them. This was definitely the most one-sided map we've seen all. Tier 3, this map belongs to them.
Yeah, nice hold there and nice push with the Far Mercy. No play of the game.
No play of the game. I mean, would we even get a good play? I believe it would have been
Pulse
that
bomb,
double kill. Yeah, that double kill with the pulse bomb from Kevstar, most probably, most likely. And yeah, Kevstar, he was in such a bad position behind the enemy's ranks, like delaying his team after that first push. But he came back with a double kill pulse bomb and pushed the enemy over the edge. Got the first map for his team, most likely right there. So yeah.
Yeah, you sometimes make mistakes and then make big plays afterwards.
Lijiang Tower, after all, is going to be the second map. So there is a chance we will not get to see the watch point Gibraltar, but oh, Wizards, do you have what it takes on the Lijiang Tower? Once again, the Far Mercy will come through from Tier 3, obviously. And the Pharah, I have to say, she's done such a huge job. Winston was constantly below half HP. Lucio got hit with a direct rocket once and was down to like very, very, very little. Just a single chip of damage from Tracer would have finished him off. So yeah, he's just good with his aim, that for sure. And we're kicking off with Night Market, so we'll get to see the Far Mercy right away.
Yeah, but Wizards Club knows this, I think. They watched maybe the games of Tier 3.
They shouldn't.
But what do you do against this? I mean, completely focusing on the Pharah, it's also quite difficult. Could run a Widowmaker. It's also not that easy. So we will see what they're trying to do.
So what, if you make it a battle between Mercy and Sombra again or something along the lines? I don't think so. I don't know, Vanara, he has that Zarya pocket pick right there, right? He's the only guy that decided to go for the Zarya this time, if I'm not mistaken. So maybe they could figure something out with her. But then if you have two flying characters, you cannot really bring them down to the ground with Abaddon Surge. They're always going to be danger.
Like, already working on the team. Ooh, nice concussive blast. Getting rid of D.Va instantly. These are 2 picks.
Yeah, and Woolridge instantly just committing suicide, even though they lost this team fight, just wants to regroup and go for it again. But it is already tier 3 getting the first point control, and these guys mean business for sure. They're not playing around.
And Rocket Barrage will get its own.
Woolridge really low again, gets a health back, the veteran dies. In the meantime, Woolridge finally finished off, and they actually take control of the points somehow, but they lost the team fight anyway, so they will not hold on to it for too long, I guess.
Yeah,
Zenyatta's gone, Shyvana's will be dead in just a moment, that's it. Rocket Barrage, not too sure if they should have used it right here, but maybe they were afraid that somebody's going to join in again before they finish the remaining guy off, and the team fight would just get extended too much.
Okay, they now change to McCree. If you have good aim, this is the best way to go.
Yeah, and Veteran's gone for this McCree a couple of times already today, so I think we can trust him on that, but he has already been shut down quite a couple of times before he was able to do anything.
Nice pulse down on that Divamak. Goes up Wiser. Numi, but he gets killed instantly by Zora. Zora actually got a lot of kills in that team fight. Also finishing off Kevster. Now facing. Ooh, the stall is real! He came in, shot. Okay, he went out.
Oh, yeah. Magic, definitely could have done something right there too. Thrown out of the map, but he manages to fly up towards one of his teammates, but still dies to Woolridge right after. But for Woolridge to still survive at all is surprising to me. He's pretty low in health, but didn't have to pay for it with his life, and Primal Rage to save again and zone the enemies away for a little bit of time. So that's a very good one. That's a successful team fight finally for Wizards Club, so that they can calm down, settle on the point for a little bit longer. There is the Deadeye, and they still have to deal with the Pharah. The Deadeye, a little bit of a failure, but Shyvana manages to finish off the work.
Rocket Barrage is ready and comes in once again, but there's self-destruct and a lot of kills coming in, but more kills.
Kill self-destruct with a double kill pulse bomb, and Clown throwing down D.Va, if I'm not mistaken, out there in the meantime, but that was just a single kill for the red team. Tier 3, great start to this night market, but then when Wizards Club figure out what they gotta do, they do it perfectly.
Yeah, the self-destruct was really nice.
And
I wasn't able to move away.
This is another right in front of the self-destruct, so much damage, but of course he cannot so burst. Like,
Almost 90% for
a
Team Wizards Club.
direct rocket straight into the face of a Tracer, like right there, Banana always dies. And, he's not going to be more lucky than the rest of his teammates, and yeah, the Pharaohs once again starting to dominate. So maybe it was not about really Wizards Club figuring out what to do against that Pharaoh, it was just that the Pharaoh couldn't find a comfortable moment or a place to be in.
Now it's 80%, so there's only one engagement left for Wizards Club to get on that point. Is he Zora not able to place the pulse bomb just right? And now we see the Wiser of Numi shooting into a D.Va Matrix.
Mercy has the ult, and right now Tuxo is being chased down by Winston, down to half HP. Badger and Kevster have died. That's a good moment for it. There's the res of 2 people, but I don't really think that it's enough. Yes, like great setup was that by the Wizards Club. They didn't lose much before the rest and after. And Knight
They
to
didn't
get a
touch
kill
it.
veteran, but he's late with the rocket barrage. He's not gonna extend that over time.
Score 1-0.
So we have the 1-0 for Wizards Club.
Wizards were able to deal with the Fire Mercy. It wasn't the easiest thing, but they did win a point like that, so they don't have to be so afraid of the Fire Mercy on Garden. And right now it's going to be Control Center, so there is a big chance for them to set the 2-0 scoreline here.
We also see Sombra once again. They're trying to make her work
Yeah.
with solo heal. Oh no, we need to pause.
Yep.
Nice.
Okay. Pause instantly. This time works out perfectly. Numi, unfortunately, dropping out of the game for a moment, but he'll be back in no time, I believe. But overall, yeah, definitely the Sombra on this point could be nice. So I'm hoping for some good Sombra play in here. And overall, there's just the little health packs that you have on your side of the map are so important. So if the enemy Sombra is able to take control of that, she already does so much. But
Yeah.
then what's on the other side? A Genji Tracer, so nothing too surprising in here. And yeah, just a regular team comp that Wizards decided to go for right here. No experimenting at all. It's just a Genji Tracer, 2 tanks, and 2 healers.
Yeah, but this time, Tux doesn't have to play against the Sombra, so he could take all of the heal packs, and let's see how it will work out. Last time they lost that map, and this time they could change it.
Yeah, they lost indeed. And yes, as you said, like it was not only just about the enemy team having a Sombra, it was also about the enemy team having a very good Sombra. Surely that Outpax was. So Nomi joins back into the game. Everything should be fine. And, well, wondering who's going to be the important man in the lineup of Wizards. I feel like switching between that Diva and Zarya all the time from Venanra is not so good. Like, it's not working out so well for him. We've not really seen some amazing Zarya plays from him, and just because he's playing the Zarya, the plays on Diva are just so much rarer to see. Oh, there's Minikanga and Venanra actually getting the first kills. Tux instantly gone on that Sombra of his, so he's not going to be too effective, at least for now.
That's unfortunate. And Wizards Club wins the engagement for now. Nice
Point taken.
Helix Rocket. Gets the Winston.
Okay.
And they instantly changed Sombra to Zenyatta. Because they saw, okay, this isn't really nice. We won't be able to pull her off.
Yeah, Tux doesn't have to play the Mercy in here, obviously, as the fire is not going to get picked, so decides to go for a Sombra right off the bat, but at the end of the day, they do need the second healer. Right now, Nike is trying to chase down Veteran. He's not really going to be able to do so much out there at the end of the day, but Veteran decides to suicide. Nobody was chasing him, but he wasn't aware of that.
Yeah.
And now, point taken instantly back. So they didn't hold on to this this point after the initial push for too long. Only 12% isn't much.
Yeah, Veteran has his blades ready, so he could do plays with that. And because Zenyatta was picked later, there's no Transcendence to counter it.
There's Transcendence in the back, but actually Veteran, he gets picked off by 3 people all alone, so the Dragonblade was not used. It's not going to be used for a little bit longer. Numi don't want to go down. On the other side though, Clown also loses his life. Tier 3 are losing people all over the place. Kevstar killed off by the enemy's Pulse Bomb. And Sora also getting rid of the Mecha, so soon enough Nike is going to be dead too. That's quite a clean sweep. Not a team kill, as the teams were set a little bit too far apart, but still very good clean sweep.
yeah, and have to use the Dragon Blade. I mean, they weren't able to. So, they could use it, and now there's a self-destruct. Actually kills Clown.
What a self-destruct, right? They're so aggressive just to keep them at the respawn. It works on your nerves, really, when you're not able to get out of there.
But it's a good opportunity just to buy more time, not letting them the space they need. Now, Veteran is waiting for the opportunity to kill people. Oh, actually, he gets killed. Not able to use his Dragon Blade at all.
Again.
And, again, yeah. Diva gets the max, and Numi could. Okay, now the Transcendence also it's pulled, so he could just go for the Wiser Rhine now.
Right, you can hear the damage ticking, but no kills just yet. Numi's not really able to take down that Diva's mecha even, but it finally gets finished off by Clown. And Banana just trying to fix all the mistakes that have been made. Badger also beating the other Winston. That's gonna be Shabbat's of course going down. He's all alone in here. Still staying alive for quite a bit of time, and he manages to hop away. Come on. In a 1v4 situation like this, it's amazing. It even gets a kill, then his teammates follow it up, but Sora's suicide does not necessarily help with that. Banana and Veteran in one place, helped out by Shimada's. Now, also, Woolridge joins in the fray, but Knight's doing such a good job at blocking out the damage. Calfstar, will you have the ultimate soon? No, not necessarily. It's 50% towards the pulse bomb.
But
they still hold on to the
pushed
point.
it to 99. So they have to win one engagement.
Yeah, that's the thing, but it pretty much is the same for the other team. Tier 3 in another fight, they're gonna get the 100%. And so close to taking the point over by Wizards. Obviously, Tier 3 do not want to let that happen. Clown, Kevster, they're all on the point. They're trying to jump around as much as possible. The blinks and the speed boost. Banana is surrounded. He's going to lose the mecha shortly. I'm quite sure of that. No! Transcendence comes through. There's the... Okay, finally Knight gets rid of the Shabatas with the self-destruct. But the self-destruct on the other side is completely empty. Nobody was there. That ultimate was thrown out as an act of desperation. Nomi once again with the tactical visor. And also, Kevster jumps in trying to help out with Tracer. But there's Woolridge. Still has the Primal Rage. Will try to hold on to the overtime for as long as possible. Shabatas is respawned. The rest of the team will be coming through. And now Veteran works alongside with Banana.
Are they able to turn it around? Spot is getting contested one more time. Badger also has his Primal Rage ready to stall as long as possible. Now that we have the salt barrier, it's so intense. 99 to 99. Who will win this?
Nike out of the mecha, but he's got the sound barrier, so this Diva all alone is actually quite strong still. Numi, Badger, they're getting the kills. Overtime, taking down so quickly. Could you see that? For just a split second, it was almost over.
Yeah.
And I think that it is over. Yes, indeed. It will be the first point on Legion Tower for Tier 3. Oh, but they had to claw it out so much.
Score 1-1.
Amazing point. I would love to see another one like this, but yeah, on every single one it's getting close. Farm Mercy will be coming out right here on the Garden. Will be coming out on the Night Mark if we get to see it again. But then in Control Center, you could see there is no Farm Mercy. Both of the teams have to go for a little bit more standard comms, and they did. 2 healers, 2 DPS, 2 tanks for both the sides, only with the exception of that Sombra being picked in the very beginning. And they're so close in the power.
Yeah, Nike struggled in the first map against Wizards Club with Farah, so let's see if he's able to change it in this map. Veteran also plays Soldier. He might change to McBee later on.
Caster opens it up. Nike once again trying to just deliver the damage. Nobody in a dangerous spot, which is very important. The Concussive Blast is not going to throw anybody off the map, which was the case previously. Nike played that. Farah. Caster with another kill.
No, that was close. Was able to jump back in. But
Oh, Minikunga finally on towards the Farah. Gets the Discord Orb, gets a couple of hits. Oh, Woolridge so aggressively hops in, but Knight's able to get away from there. Still on full HP. Numi, though, losing a little bit of health on towards the point, but he'll be able to survive, and they do clean out the area.
yeah, in the end, Tier 3 was able to win the fight and lost quite long.
Sora from the flank with that Tracer of his could be pretty useful. But he faces off against the other Tracer right now. Kevstar has proven to be quite effective this far on the Garden. 2 first kills belong to him.
5v5 right now. Some barrier on both sides. We also have the rest. Rest could be used.
Ooh, the rest of the Rocket Barrage simultaneously out there. The Visor also. And everybody knows that it's already over. The blue team, Bananas, Suicides, just get ahead and join the team as quickly as possible. They have to go for another try. It's already 50% in here. Well, Tukes is very far from having a res though. And this could be clutch. Badger though will have his Primal Rage for the upcoming team fight. Kevster will have the Primal, the Pulse Bomb, excuse me, too. What's...
Okay, yeah, the Zenyatta suicided. I don't know. Team kill. I think it was Farah somehow, but it.
The kill pop-up didn't really show. They all suicided and only one person died. I'm quite confused, but well, let's just continue. They're trying to approach it from the flank this time, and there's nobody in here, so that might have been a good idea. Oh, Kevstar. He's got the Pulse Bomb. He's looking for a good position for himself. All the ultimates are tossed out. Knight dies at 99%. That's very unlucky. But the Pharaoh will be back probably just in time. There is Kevstar. He gets rid of Veteran Junior. And Veteran was even being killed by the Transcendence from inside the point, but it wasn't enough to protect him from that Tracer. And that Tracer survives for way too long. Kevstar is he still alive? Wow, Woolridge finally getting rid of him, and that was just enough time to allow Knight to get in with the Rocket Barrage, but that's only 1 kill. Then he gets blocked in by D.Va's Defense Matrix, and some more rockets flying in.
Mercy is close to get her rest.
But she's inside the point with the Pharaoh dead. No, 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 that would not have worked. But it's 99% already, so just losing a single team fight, I don't think it matters so much.
We have the rest, so could be doable. Just baiting out some ults.
And Isa pretty shortly.
Yeah.
If not hits some direct rockets, he will have Rocket Barrage in no time. That's an if.
Ooh, nice kill.
Oh, Minikunga actually replies though. Kevstar, yeah, that's the Pulse Bomb I was talking about. It's a double minute, and they have the control of the point. Oh, Winston is trying to jump around, but Wolverine is just getting zoned out by the enemy so easily. A wrestle towards one person because they know they take the point, they win. A good contest comes through from Woolridge, but he's gonna die at a very bad moment. Sora is gonna be there for overtime. Numi, though, knows exactly where to look for him. Sora decides to actually jump away from there. And Minikunga, he's too far away, but
into the iris.
They also have Transcendence, but for how long would they be able to stay on the point against Sound Barrier? Only Winston and D.Va fighting against the whole team of Tier 3. Also it's Self-Destruct trying to do something, and we have the 2-1 for Tier 3.
Yeah.
Pharmacy.
Badger out there had the ultimate, had full HP, and also had the sound barrier on him. So if it came to it, like a more tricky situation for them, they had an easy way out of it. But the Pharmacy Inti, Knight doing such a great job. I think he died 1 time only during the entire garden, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, that was big. Maybe 2 times maximum.
Yeah, nice movement. And Wizards Club decided to go for the McCree in order to kill that Pharah. Moreover, also because it's a good map for him.
And I think it's a good call. Right now they have to win the night market if they still want to fight for this matchup.
Yeah, for this matchup and for the whole series.
Yep. Sora jumping around. The rockets are real close to him. You've got to be so careful as that Tracer. A direct hit equals death.
Kevson nearly has his ultimate. This is insane. Building it up so fast. But they...
Oh, Badger is actually down real quickly. Kevster getting even closer and closer. Will he be able to survive until he gets that pulse bomb? No, hits him right when he died. Woolridge, though, exposing himself to the Pharah, and will get killed off by her at the end of the day. Sora also trying to help out there, and Numi jumps off the ridge, already knowing that he's pretty much on a lost cause, but with the support of Nike, I think it still could have been quite fun. Sora getting a good position. You've got to be careful of that. He's got the pulse bomb.
Could end it before it has begun. Seeing the Winston. But he didn't got it.
And there we go. Points taken over on the back of the blue team. That's just a Cloud, just Lucian.
I know, just for zoning. Now you have the Wiser of Numi. Nice res. Let's see if they're able to do something with that. They still have the point. And yeah, looks like it.
Okay, yeah, back there that was actually Lucian Winston getting back from behind, and it's quite interesting that they sent a Winston away from a team fight to try and get the point. Oh yeah, will be theirs at least for now, and some good ults are coming back up. It's going to be a sound barrier to keep them alive. It's going to be a rocket barrage to break it all. And Kevster had some good, well, but this is not going to be a good Pokemon, actually. Knight dead pretty quickly. Zenyatta getting rid of him all alone. Badger pretty low in health. And it's pure chaos right now with a Transcendence thrown down, but nobody really attacking Wizards Club. Seems like a little bit of a wasted ultimate. Zeus is just holding around, but he doesn't have the raise. And yeah, hopping in, making it look like he is jumping in to resurrect the entire team, but yeah, that was a little bit of a bluff.
Yeah. Okay, not really ultimates for attacking right now. So they might want to just bait ults. Res is near to get finished. Maybe then making a second team fight. So keep working on Tux.
He's real close to Deadeye, could be pretty big.
But Kevster is harassing him.
Oh, and that's a start. That's a very good kill.
Also
finishing
nice
off
res.
the guy with an ultimate right there, a nice res as you say. Shabada's trying to get rid of it, trying to mitigate the effects of that risk, but is it gonna be enough? Sora with a pulse bomb. Badger now launches the Primal Rage that way, preventing the enemies from really wiping them out completely, but he's all alone in here. And then finally Kevster joins in. Are they able to hold on to it? The overtime's already ticking. This could be 2-2 in no time, and it looks real good at some point for tier 3.
It's going to be quite difficult as the rocket barrage from outside, but Far is
nobody
able to
can
get in. And there we have it, 2-2. Unleash and Cower.
Score
Wow.
2.
It's got to be a nerve-wracking situation right now for both the teams. I mean, tier 3, they are coming in from the lower brackets. Of course, they want to get through to the finals, and it is a big opportunity for them. But Wizards, I don't think they expected to be going down so easily on Hollywood for sure. So they want to get back at tier 3 for doing that to them.
So they're trying to go with Pharmacy once again because it's quite nice on that map. And
Yeah, the
she also
Pharmacy
won it.
previously worked out in the garden, but was a little bit of a failure on night market. Right this time, on the second night market, it was even worse. So, question is it just not going down again?
Oh, nice boop on that Winston. This could be the initiation.
Travados goes down himself to Badger! So close to death and finally falls to Banana Rat. But he did manage to bring down the mecha. That's a little bit of something. First Winston already back in action. Woolridge will be sitting on the point, not allowing the enemy team to take it. They finish off Clown. Clown left still alone. That's something that surprises me a little bit. The Lucio sacrificed by his team. Like, still trying to shoot them down with the rockets, but the point is taken over. Wizards do have it, at least for now.
We nearly finished off, like, but
Rocket Barrage close. He's got it. But no HP.
let's get healed. Rocket Barrage never really got that many kills because Farah is quite vulnerable when she's doing it. Let's see if it might this time.
Oh, the sound barrier is definitely going to make it so much harder. Kevster was getting a good position. He's got the pulse bomb and alongside with the rocket barrage. Could work out, actually. Oh, defense matrix and the Winston barrier blocking that completely. But the res on 3 people is going to be quite valuable. The veteran finally showing some of the McCree strength with 2 kills. The Deadeye finally striking somebody down. But still, they're losing the team fight with only Woolridge and Banana left out here. Banana, though, without the mecha, actually got the kill on 2 with self-destructing. Got the mecha back instantly. So he's good, and also blocks the pulse bomb right there.
Still stalling on the point. And pulse bomb is already up again. And we have the Wiser. Pulse bomb doesn't get... Okay.
A little bit unlucky of a situation from Diva, from Banana. He was thrown out of the point and into the well somehow. I don't know how, because he was on the other side of the wall, so he was thrown right and forwards. Maybe there was both Lucio and then a fire or something like that.
Yeah, it could be. Feeling quite stupid when something like this happens. The Rocket Barrage is up again. I really need to do something.
Now, point is in possession of tier 3 and they really want it, but they're behind in percentage. Veteran's got a good position, but then receives a direct rocket. Luckily alive, luckily enough for himself. Alive. There's the rocket barrage up along.
But there's the res.
Yeah, there's the res indeed, and it's very valuable right now with only Minakanga left alive right there. Kevstar is trying to run down Shavadas. Not gonna get him. Then Minakanga also not really doing much all by himself, not putting down the pressure on the enemy team.
Stay off the point. It's going up to 60. Maybe Veteran has the opportunity to do something with his Deadeye, but he gets blocked off by Diva.
Sorrow with an amazing pulse bomb. That could be it. That could tip it over. That could be the victory for Wizards on this map at least. But not yet. It's still being contested. Still contested. A pulse bomb goes off but doesn't kill the McCree. And no, Numi with a good position from behind on towards the Diva, trying to bring down the Mecha, but he's not even able to do that. And finally, they're getting wiped out. 92% achieved, though, and it's all going to go down to one last team fight. And what about the ultimates? The Primal Rage is there. The sound barrier is also going to be there, I think, for Clown, if he just does it well enough. Numi has the Visor, of course. Well, on the other side, the Self-Destruct, Transcendence, Primal Rage, Pulse Bomb also coming up. We've got a lot out there.
Self-Destruct being used. Now we have the Wiser, but Transcendence is blocking it, and Diva moreover. And Winston is on Numi.
Like, to able to bring down 3, that's going to be important. And there's Nike with the rocket barrage in the middle of the point, blocked by the defense matrix. However, still a double kill and then rest back up. Huge! That's just huge! And not many people left out there. Sombra just picked up alongside with the Tracer to be able to jump in to contest for the point.
And they're waiting for it.
They've got the teleporter in. But when you've got the teleporter in, how do you get out? That's the question. Yeah, you don't. Veteran just dies. Zara also is gone. Banana is going to be able to hold on to the overtime for a little bit longer. Woolridge, he could be pretty important in here, especially with a sound burn. Now that makes sense. Now that could work out for them. The Knight manages to get out, and Banana dies. He falls down to his death with the concussive blast. And that is it. 3-2 in favor of Tier 3. They're going to be the ones to face off against Ense in the finals, but they only lost 0-2, so it's going to be a huge challenge to them. Nevertheless, a long struggle through the losers brackets to get here.
Use your play of the game. A nice boop, I guess. Getting rid of Clown. Also killing other people.
A lot of everything, really. Assisting a lot, and then getting a kill in the meantime, and also delivering a lot of damage to that soldier earlier. So, yeah, that looks pretty good. That looks pretty good for Tier 3. Although, at the same time, they're asking for a little bit of a break since, indeed, it did take them a long time to get from the losers brackets right here. That would be their third best of 3 in a row. And in the meantime, a loud motorcycle goes right next to my house. Crazy people. Okay. Alright, so we are being told that if the teams are getting the 5 minutes break, then we're going to go into a break too. Then we'll get straight into the grand finals with full strength. So make sure not to miss that. In the meantime, there's also a giveaway on the channel. You can win some amazing RAZER Overwatch peripherals, a keyboard, a headset, and a mouse. So go ahead and join the giveaway. That's going to be finished at the end of the day. So after the grand finals, if I'm not mistaken. So for now, see you in 5 minutes.